Hello, this is a video to talk about the verb tense future with going to, and this relates to Stage 2, Unit 12. So, before we get into the grammar, just take a look at these pictures. They show different places, different activities in Dubai. And I'd like you to think about making a plan to visit Dubai this weekend. What sort of things would you do? You can use the pictures or your own ideas. Here's some ideas I thought of. Go to Dubai Mall, which is just on the side of this picture here. You could stay in a nice hotel. I like this hotel called the Atlantis. Has its own beach, it has a water park, an aquarium. You could have dinner with family, maybe in a nice hotel, in a mall, or somewhere else, maybe in Jumeirah. You could visit some friends. I have some friends that live there and go and spend some time at their villa. You could go to Global Village, a really fun place to take the kids to spend some time in the evening in Dubai. Or just buy some new clothes. You can buy new clothes anywhere, but Dubai has really good shops. So you could visit City Walk, which is a really nice new mall in Dubai. I'm just going to choose one of these ideas, and which is stay in a nice hotel. Take a look at this sentence. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. What we're looking at here is going to stay. What does this mean? It's talking about the future because it's this weekend. What exactly does going to mean? Well, here it is. It's called going to plus the verb. The verb here is stay, but also going to is a verb. This is talking about a plan. Plan is something you want to do in the future. The future is there because we're talking about this weekend, but you can change the future. It can be on Friday, next month, tomorrow. Usually with going to, it's a future that is nearby, but it could be longer if you wanted. But the key thing is that there are no arrangements made. Arrangements is a difficult word, but it just means booking something. So in a hotel, before you go to a hotel, you check on the internet or you phone and you make a reservation. You don't usually arrive at a hotel and just say, please can I have a room? You can, but usually you don't. This is an arrangement for a hotel. So it's a plan for the future, but I didn't book anything. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. Let's look at the other ideas we were going to do in Dubai. And here's the sentence we use for all of them. Same structure. I'm going to go to Dubai Mall this weekend. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. I'm going to have dinner with my family this weekend. I'm going to visit my friends this weekend. I'm going to go to Global Village this weekend. I'm going to buy some new clothes this week. Just before we go a bit further, I just want to compare with other futures. So many people think future is will. And we'll just talk about what that means. But today we're focusing on going to, so I'm just comparing briefly. But also you could have I'm staying. Now that's a present, but it could also be a future. So let's just see quickly. I'm going to stay is a plan. We made some arrangements, but we didn't book. I'm staying in the Atlantis Hotel this weekend. So this is a future, but it's booked. It's arranged. I know the name of the hotel. I probably have a room. I will stay is not for anything that's planned or booked. It's more for something that's a quick idea. Where should we go for dinner? I'll go here. I'll stay in a hotel. A prediction. what might happen in the future, or it could be a promise to someone that you will stay in a hotel to be safe, for example. We've looked at I, but what if the subject changes to you or we or they, he or she? What if it's a name like Sarah, or two people, Sarah and Fatima? Well, to change this, we change the auxiliary verb, which is am here. So you, we don't say you am, we say you something. He something. Here's the answers. You are going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. We are, they are. He is going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. She is. Sarah is going to stay in a nice hotel. She is one person. Sarah and Fatima are two people. We've also looked at I am. We've also looked at I'm, which is when you make it shorter, and most people tend to use the shorter version. But for you are and he is and the other subjects, what do we do? Like this. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel. You're with apostrophe R-E. The apostrophe removes the A and the two words come together. He's with apostrophe instead of the I. So, every sentence we've used so far is something positive. Yes, I am going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. But what if it's negative? What if we ask a question to someone? Think about how we make other tenses and where you would put the words that make them negative in a question. So for negative, I'm not going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. I'm going to stay in a terrible hotel, for example. Question. We change the subject to the second word and we put the auxiliary at the start. So it's, are you going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Now, important to think about pronunciation because it's very important to look at the grammar, but if you can't understand it or you can't say it, it's quite difficult to communicate with people. So listen to me saying the phrase again. Which words are the strong words? Which words are the loudest? I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. The strong words are going and stay. Just put in a big circle to show these are hard. So you actually hear going and stay. You say the other words, but they're quieter. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. Another thing for pronunciation of this, it's unusual. Now we speak this, but we don't write this, is this form. I'm gonna stay in a nice hotel this weekend. Gonna. Gonna is a short way to say going to. Some people write it maybe in a text message on WhatsApp, but usually we don't write it. It's just something we say. I'm gonna stay in a nice hotel this weekend. It's just something to listen to. Now, to finish, let's look at some possible errors. Take a look at these sentences and think about what errors we've got here. I'm going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. I amn't going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend. You are going to stay in a nice hotel this weekend with a question mark. You're going to stay in a hotel this weekend, and I'm going to Dubai this weekend. Think about the errors. What do we need to correct here? So, in the first one, it's missing the word to. We need going to stay. The second one, I am not. You cannot say I amn't. You don't shorten it. You can say I'm not, but you cannot say amn't. The third one is you are. The correct one is are you, because it's a question. Are you going to stay in a hotel, nice hotel this weekend? The fourth one, you're. Now this sounds correct when you speak, but when you write it, it needs apostrophe R-E. You are going to stay in a hotel this weekend. And the last one is a strange one. I'm going to Dubai this weekend. I'm going to go to Dubai this weekend. We've got two goes here. Now this going to is the future. This go is the verb. But what happens when we have go as the verb is people forget to use it twice. Grammatically, it's more correct to do this top one. I'm going to go to Dubai this weekend. But to be honest, a lot of people will say, I'm going to Dubai this weekend, and they just mean going. So this one is correct, but be careful with it. Okay, so just to finish, take a look at the pictures again. We've learned how to talk about plans for the weekend. Make a new plan to visit Dubai this weekend. What can you say?